Hey, I'm Mike Reeves. Welcome back to Art School. Okay, this is like the second painting you would do in painting class, and it's white black with the addition of red. So you mix titanium white and cadmium red light together, you get pink, and you mix cadmium red light and black together, and you get brown. So here's my still life setup, and the point of this project is to not blend any of the colors, just use them straight from palette to the painting. The challenge is negotiating those things that don't fit into the 5 colors that I've pre-mixed. So this is how I start the painting again with the little rectangle with my fingers. I make it the same size as my canvas, move it over to my setup so I can get a rough idea. Then start putting a couple lines on there. This project's a little bit like a paint by numbers thing, so I was trying to be pretty careful about getting the drawing pretty perfect before I started putting chunks of paint on there. And I already kind of blew this painting once that you're not going to see, so I knew that I had to get it right. Yeah, just spending a lot of time on this drawing before I actually put paint on there, huh? Almost. I'm going to do it. There's a little pink on there. Come on. Oh, there's the red. There it goes. Gotta fill that in. Gotta get rid of all that white underneath. You can see here where I'm trying to do a paint by numbers thing where there's just big shapes of solid color. You know, I got the black spot, the brown spots, the pink spots, and the white spots. I regard all these color choices I'm making here as temporary. I knew I wasn't going to get it right the first time, but it's important to see it on there so then you can like judge it because it's hard to just do it from the hip in one shot. Here's the second day of painting. Got a better camera setup, it's more straight on. And I finally realized that the lunchbox is too squat about here. There we go. Watching this playback, I'm realizing how long I'm getting fixated on one object, and I wish I was like moving around a lot more. Like pick one color and then kind of do everything you can on the whole canvas with that color instead of the whole object, which I keep doing here. I really like this technique of sharpening that back end of your paintbrush so you can draw with it and scratch away. I think I learned that from Ken Cooley, and I do that to like a bunch of my paintbrushes. So I finally have the whole thing almost covered in paint. There it is. That's pretty much covered. And then I'm just noodling around where I should be bopping around the whole painting. I'm really focusing on little spots. Here's where I shift the value on the lunchbox down to my value scale one step. I think it might start making a lot more sense, and then those figures in the front pop forward more. Really just going to town on C-3PO. Poor Yoda hasn't even gotten any attention yet. Repainted that bastard a bunch. Oh, here we go. Here's where I darken Wicket and R2 a little bit. Make him the proper color. Come on. Right there. And Wicket right there. Yeah, there it is. Here's another do as I say, not as I do. I should have drawn that text in way earlier. It would have helped with the drawing and like layout of everything. Since I haven't painted from life for a while, I'm kind of relearning a lot of my old tricks. Hence the whole Back to Art School title. I know this camera angle is not ideal, but I needed to get a lot closer to the painting to do those little letters and stuff. So that's kind of the purpose of it. So there's a couple flaws with the letters in the final drawing of the painting, but I try to keep the whole thing under 6 hours because it's how long you would get to spend on an assignment in class. So I'm not going to go any further with it and fix it. You know, it's all about making good painting anyways, and I think it looks fine. So here's the final version of the painting. You can see there's a couple lines that are a little not straight, but I don't know. Maybe I'll fix them. I keep going back and forth on it. I gotta move on to the next painting. Who's got time for this shit? Alright, that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to clean your brushes.